All right, best words of wisdom for today. Go.
Fast, don't lose, qualified pole.
He brings Euro to Europe.
He brings Euro to Europe.
Yeah.
Steven, welcome to our interview. Thank you for sitting down and agreeing to talk to me for a little bit. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me.
Would you mind telling everybody who you race for and what category you are racing in for Champions of the Future Round 2 today?
Yeah, so I'm Steven Eisert, and I race with Speed Sense Motorsports on an OTKX Spree, and I'm in K100 Senior.
So let's talk a little bit about your racing background, because we've seen you at Supernats and we've also seen you at other races as well. So tell us a little bit about your racing background up to this point.
Yeah, so I've been racing for 12 years now, which is crazy to say. Since I was 6 years old, I'm 18 now. So yeah, ever since Kid Kart I've been racing. I've won many championships and races throughout my career. And I guess the highlight of my career would be Rock Vegas about 2 years ago.
He's on the bumper. How bad do you want to win here in the streets of Vegas? Eisert looking for the crossover. He's going to get there. We're door to door, going to 13. Vasquez on the inside, sends it there, onto the front straightaway. They're going to drag race. Big run to the inside. Steven Eisert wins in Vegas.
That was the biggest win of my career, and I've also won a Florida Winter Tour. I podiumed at the Supernats. You know, had some great finishes at national races, and like I said, I've won a few. So yeah.
Nice. So you talked about Rock Vegas being like the pinnacle of all of the others. What was it like for you to win that?
It was unreal. I didn't really process that I won until a few weeks after. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually won, you know? It was a crazy feeling, and you know, that was a kickstart, so you know, I could do it again, and I did. So yeah, it was just a feeling that I've never felt before.
Now you're racing at Champions of the Future Round 2. Yesterday you had your qualifier and you had your heat races.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about that, how it went, and yeah.
Yeah, so qualifying, they said no pushing and bump drafting, so I kind of just went to the lead and tried to do the best lap I could. I got P10 overall, and yeah, that wasn't bad considering our pace throughout the weekend hasn't been the greatest, trying to figure out the kart setup in this heat. So, you know, qualifying P10, they split the group, so I start 6 for each race. Dropped back a bit at the start, the outside didn't really go, so I dropped to about 9th or 10th. So I got my way back up to 5th, made some changes on the kart, you know, it got hotter throughout the day, and, you know, fell back a bit on the last lap contact. I went from about 5th to 9th in that one. But yeah, we haven't really had the pace, so hopefully today we've changed some things on the go-kart, and I think it'll really help.
And then today for the race, beforehand, we have our heat, we have our super heat, and then we have the actual race. So what's the game plan for you guys to win that?
Yeah, it's just for the super heat and this last heat, it's going to be about saving the tire and what setups we can change to match that, to match the tire wear. And we know for the final we're going to have new tires, and then we kind of messed up last time on predicting how the new tire was going to feel after all the grips on the track from all weekend. And so yeah, we're just going to have to play the long game and see how that works out with the tire situation.
for you. Do you believe that you are going to win your race today?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Of course.
Well, good, good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me and doing this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for bringing me here.
Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, let's grab Austin.
My name is Austin Elliott. I've been racing for 21 years now.
Hi, my name is Daniel Perez. I am racing X30.
Hi guys, my name is Matias Cueto, driver for Hainer Racing Team.
So I'm Steven Eisert. I race with Speed Sense Motorsports.
My name is Giselle, and for the last 10 years of my life, I've done nothing but video editing, photography, graphic design, and pretty much everything else you can think of. About a year ago, I jumped into the karting scene, and now this is my crazy adventure. So come along with me as I interview drivers, test out a couple of things in the gas karting world, and start my own racing. Welcome along.